Yes, get your motor rolling, literally. I'm joined now, Alex from TechBikes. Exciting times. Alex, welcome to Canterbury Live.
Thank you.
Embracing the bike, but you're zhushing it a bit.
That's right.
Help us in every day.
Yep.
So where did the TechBikes, where was it born? How did it come?
For me, what happened is I love cycling. I commute to work on a bike just about every day. And a few years ago, I had surgery and I couldn't ride my bike. And it was driving me mental. And I said, what can I do? You know, how can I get back on the bike? Yeah. So I converted my own bike over to electric power. And suddenly,
as you do?
Yeah, yeah. And suddenly it was like a light turned on. I got on that bike and I found I could travel faster, I could travel further. I didn't have to worry about the wind or hills or anything. It was amazing. And I thought to myself, you know, where can I get one of these? And really, there was a few outlets doing them, maybe not very good ones or a very specific type. So I decided I'd start my own company and we do all sorts. We can do custom ones, we can do, you know, quality European models, we can do entry-level models, you know, and people can come in and try them out. And that was what was really missing from the market in New Zealand and especially in Canterbury. Because
you need that buy-in from people, don't you? They might hear about it and you know, you might give them specs on how it is and how it's all going to come together, but you do need to have a bit of a try, don't you?
Yeah, that's right. Fit your
lifestyle.
Exactly, and it's very hard to convey just how awesome it is riding one.
Yeah.
In words, you know, to people.
Well, let's talk about bikes though, because in Europe, and I mean, I spent a bit of time there, and I'm sure you are well over there. They embrace the
Absolutely,
bikes.
They really do. They love them. And that's where I think Canterbury should aspire to be. We're the perfect city for it. Used to be known as Cyclopolis.
Oh, I like that.
Yes, yes. And we've almost lost that a little bit. But now the council's putting in cycleways everywhere. It's becoming much safer for people. So it's time to get back on your bike.
Well, on your bike, literally. And we've got some images that we're going to put up on screen of some of the sample. But there we go. There goes the. So they're not unsightly. I think people have got in their head that if you have an electric bike, that it's going to be this huge thing attached to your bike, don't they?
And even a couple of years ago, that's what they were. In the last couple of years, they've gotten much smaller. What you can see here is the motor itself. It almost doesn't peek out from behind the chainring. So if you look at it from the other side, you can barely see it at all. There you go.
You can't.
No, exactly. And that one, we've actually taken a standard bike and fitted the motor to it. So if you've got a bike that maybe you don't use, or you like the feel of it and you just want to travel further or maybe a bit faster, then this is a great option for people.
That is very cool. I mean, I'm thinking like, it's really trendy. It has been for a little while, but I think it's coming back again. The old fixie bikes.
Yes.
Which are cool. They're very cool indeed. But you could, you know, add that on as well. I mean, if you know, this is it. You can actually customise our own bike. I think is quite unique, isn't it?
It is, yeah, yeah. And we can even get a custom frame made up for people if they want to go to that extent.
Wow.
Yeah.
We were talking before because as we talked about traffic, that it's just diabolical now. You're being stuck in traffic, especially coming out from outside of town. But surely this must be a fantastic option. You bus to a certain point through the motorway, hop on your tech bike.
That's right. And even, you know, depending on how far out you are, maybe you can even drop the bus completely, because you can travel. Most people will travel between 25 or 40 kilometres an hour on their e-bike.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's not for a lazy person, is it? Why do you think there's that stigma?
I think in New Zealand it's similar to people's attitude to electric cars. There's a bit of resistance to it because it's quite new, and the idea for a lot of keen cyclists is, you know, if you're putting a motor on there, then it's taking the exercise aspect out of it.
Right.
But actually what we find is it gets people back on their bikes when maybe they wouldn't have been riding them otherwise. So it's got to be better than travelling in a car.
Exactly.
For sure. And if it gets you out there, then you can get as much exercise as you want. Maybe you have the motor on a low assistance level or you have it turned off. And then when you're finished exercising, you've got the option of turning the motor on.
And that's the beauty, I think, Alex, to make it very clear, you have the option of going between both.
Yes, that's right.
I think that is the beauty of it as well. You're located at the Barrington Mall, so we can come down and you, have a chat.
Try one out.
And try one out.
We can find out exactly what you're after and we can find a solution for you.
you know what I'm thinking this is? You know that your dad's again, the 40s or 50s, they've got everything. What a cool gift.
Oh, absolutely.
How awesome would that be to get a custom-made bike, the colour he likes and the way he likes? That would be just amazing. You've got a great website. It's TechBikes.nz. That's TechBikes.nz. There we go there. And the Barrington Mall. Thanks so much for Alex. Very cool indeed. I think you're going to start quite a trend, my friend. Just go down and have a chat with Alex and the team. It's simple as that.